I really grew up under this illusion that I was a good energy person just naturally. I've always had that bubbly personality, that positive point of view on life, and people just would say, "Oh, Sarah, she's an extrovert. She's happy-go-lucky." And most of my life growing up, I felt that way. And then in 2018, I had a child, my son, and then before he was 1 years old, I got pregnant with twins. And
Mm.
so I went from being a childless, I was close to 30. I would think I was 30 when I got pregnant. So, a little later in life, sort of. It's not like I was in my early 20s. So I have all of a sudden, I go from zero children to three children, two and under. And then the pandemic hit because my twins were born in 2019. And then all of a sudden, I've got three babies and it's 2020 and we're sort of trapped in our house. And all of the things that I was used to, who I
Mm.
was, what I was doing, stopped happening. And it didn't happen quickly, but I slowly noticed a difference in my demeanor. That happy-go-lucky, bubbly personality of mine started to slowly sink away. And realized I wasn't myself. I was this kind of grump of a person, a shell of who
Mhm.
I used to be. I just was showing up in my family in ways that I wasn't proud of. I had a really short temper. I would wake up
Mm.
just feeling heavy, like that dark cloud energy. And it was kind of with me everywhere I would go. I would try to put on sort of this like fake happiness when I was out doing work, but I was really just feeling this different person. And I got to this point where I thought, like, what happened? I was a good energy person. I was a good personality person, and now I'm not. How do I get it back?
Mm.
And so it was talking with my husband, him just sort of suggesting, you need time out of the house. You need to go see friends. You need to not just be working or with the kids. You need
Mm.
to go be social. And for me, that was a pivotal moment of like, okay, I'll try it. And that started to help a little bit. And I am a coach and I was running a business utilizing Clifton Strengths, helping teams and leaders get the best out of their people. And so as I was doing that, of course, then I start to think, what is it behind this? How can I tap into more good energy?
Mm. Mhm.
Because this was supposed to be who I was. But I work with people who are high achievers, who are high analytical. Their personality isn't the good energy person, but the energy they bring to a room makes a huge difference in the
Mhm.
opportunities they
Mhm.
get in a room. And so I just really went down a rabbit hole to figure out
Mm.
how do we unlock good energy for when we need it, whether it's a lifestyle we want to live every day where we are people who show up with that good energy, or we just need it because we've got a big job interview.
Mm.
So we've got to lock into some better energy because I truly think your energy impacts the outcomes you get in this world.
Yeah.
It attracts your opportunities. So I just went down this investigative rabbit hole of my own to figure out how can I help my clients? How can I help myself? How can I help my friends tap into good energy when they want to? And
Mhm.
that's really where the Good Energy Club came from. And then the Spark system, which is sort of the formula, if you will, of
Uh-huh.
what we do to create good energy.
Mhm.